What if I told you the newest car on the market is rewriting the rule book, not with wild horsepower or flashy design, but with a feature you'd never expect in this segment? This isn't just another launch to blend into the crowd. It's a car aiming to challenge the way we think about everyday driving, and it's going up against some serious competition. But is this bold move genius? Or just a marketing trick waiting to flop? Stick around, because by the end, you'll know whether this is the car you should be excited about or avoid altogether. Meet the newest player aiming to shake up its segment, the 2009 Saab 9-7X. Coming from Saab, a company known for its quirkiness and unique blend of European design with GM underpinnings, this model isn't just another update. It's designed to capture attention in one of the most competitive markets today, mid-size SUVs. On the surface, it looks sleek and modern, carrying that signature Saab style we've come to expect. But behind that styling, the brand is positioning this car to go head-to-head with some serious rivals, like the Chevrolet Trailblazer and GMC Envoy. For buyers, that means big promises about performance, comfort, and value that we're going to put under the spotlight in this review. So why does this launch matter? Well, the 2009 Saab 9-7X represents Saab's bold move to win over a new audience, whether that's first-time buyers, SUV enthusiasts, or drivers trading up from mainstream options. And while the headlines might highlight its distinctive Saab identity within a GM platform, what really matters is whether it delivers where it counts. On the road. We'll break it all down. Design, interior, performance, and drawbacks to see if this is truly worth your attention, or if it's just another forgettable entry in a crowded lineup. Now that we know what this car represents on paper, let's peel back the layers and see what it actually offers in the real world. First up, the exterior. The 2009 Saab 9-7X makes its presence known with bold, sculpted lines that immediately set it apart from its more conservative rivals. The front grille is unmistakably Saab, but it's been sharpened with slimmer LED headlights and a more aggressive stance. From the side, you'll notice how the designers have stretched the wheelbase just enough to give it a sporty, planted look without sacrificing practicality. And around back, the taillights sweep across the tailgate in a way that feels futuristic yet familiar. It's not just a car you drive, it's one that turns heads in the parking lot. Step inside and the story continues. The cabin feels like a space you could spend hours in. Soft-touch materials across the dash, clean digital displays, and seats that balance support with comfort. In the higher trim, you even get features like a panoramic sunroof and ventilated leather seating, something you'd expect from more expensive luxury competitors. And for tech lovers, the infotainment system is quick, intuitive, and packed with modern essentials. Wireless CarPlay, Android Auto, and even an optional head-up display. The only caveat? Some of the touch controls can feel a little fiddly, especially while driving. Performance is where things get really interesting. Under the hood, the 2009 Saab 9-7X offers a range of GM engines, including a V8 producing serious horsepower for the class. That translates to a 0-60 time that puts it right in line, or in some cases ahead, of its closest competitors. But speed isn't the full story here. What really stands out is how the car feels on the road. The steering is light but precise, making city driving a breeze, while the suspension soaks up bumps without losing its sporty edge. For SUV buyers, that balance between comfort and control is what makes or breaks the experience. Of course, it's not all perfect. Cabin noise at higher speeds could be better dampened, and the base model doesn't quite deliver the same punch as the upgraded trims. Still, for daily driving, it hits a sweet spot between fun and practical. Range and efficiency are also worth highlighting. For most drivers, that means fewer trips to the pump and more time enjoying the ride. And here's where things get even more intriguing: the safety tech. Standard driver assists include adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, and blind spot monitoring. But the real standout is advanced stability control, which brings a taste of future mobility right into today's SUV. Now, all these strengths paint a very compelling picture. But what about the drawbacks? And more importantly, how does the pricing stack up against its biggest rivals? That's where things get really surprising, and we'll dive into that in the next section. And here's where everything comes together, the moment of truth. We've looked at the design, the features, the specs on paper, but numbers only tell part of the story. It's time to see how the 2009 Saab 9-7X actually feels where it matters most, on the road. The first thing you notice is the response. Press the pedal and it doesn't hesitate. It surges forward with a confidence that catches you off guard. For the V8 version, the refined power delivery gives it a smoothness you don't usually expect in this class. It's quick, yes, but it's the balance that surprises most. The way it feels planted through corners yet calm over rough pavement. Now here's the twist. In our test, the 2009 Saab 9-7X actually outperformed its closest rival, the Chevrolet Trailblazer, in both handling and acceleration. The Trailblazer may have the bigger reputation, but in back-to-back drives, the Saab 9-7X pulled ahead, not just in raw performance, but in how easy it was to live with every day. That's the kind of result you don't see coming, but it's not flawless. Push it harder, and you start to notice the limits. Road noise creeping in at highway speeds, or the steering feeling a touch too light for spirited driving. It's a reminder that no car is perfect, even one that surprises this much. Still, after spending real time behind the wheel, the story becomes clear. This isn't just another release to pad the lineup. It's a statement from Saab, one that proves they're ready to punch above their weight. So the big question remains, does all this performance and polish justify the price, and would we actually recommend it over its rivals? That's exactly what we'll break down next. So after taking a full look at the 2009 Saab 9-7X, what's the verdict? The answer isn't black and white, but it's clear this SUV leaves a strong impression. On the plus side, you're getting standout design that actually turns heads, an interior that feels far more premium than its price tag suggests, and performance that genuinely holds its own against some of the biggest names in the segment. Add in modern tech, competitive efficiency, and safety features that bring real peace of mind, and you've got a package that feels tailor-made for buyers who want more than just the ordinary daily driver. But it's not without drawbacks. Cabin noise at highway speeds could be better controlled, some of the touch-based controls still feel gimmicky, and the base model lacks the punch and polish of the higher trims. And of course, price plays a huge role. While the starting figure may undercut rivals, fully optioned models quickly climb into territory where established brands already have a loyal following. So who is this car really for? If you're someone who values style, comfort, and a balanced driving experience, the 2009 Saab 9-7X makes a very compelling case. It's perfect for drivers who want something a little different from the usual choices without sacrificing practicality. For enthusiasts chasing raw performance, or buyers who put badge prestige above all else, it might not completely seal the deal. In the bigger picture, though, this launch signals something important. Saab isn't just playing catch-up anymore. They're setting their own standard, and that could reshape how we see this segment moving forward in the U.S. market. So here's the final thought. Is the 2009 Saab 9-7X the breakthrough you've been waiting for, or just another interesting contender in a crowded field? Let me know what you think in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this review, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss the next breakdown of the cars that matter most.